I will still be giving away a free reading this month if you'd like to be considered. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below the video, and I will notify winners at the end of the month. Gemini in love. Oh, wow. This energy comes through strong. Something new is on the horizon. Like something new is on the horizon. If you're single, it's a new person. But it's new for you either way. Even if you've been with somebody for a very long time, there's something coming up. For some of you, I'm getting a vacation. It's a new experience in a new part of the world. And it brings you and your partner so much closer together. If you can travel, definitely over the next couple of weeks, but even just in October, even if it's just a short trip somewhere. But it feels like somewhere that you've never been before. Not your tried and true vacation spot. Go somewhere new. It's going to do something. It ignites passion between you. I feel like Geminis haven't been fully present with romantic partners, especially for those of you in a long-term committed relationships, because work has been tough. Work has been demanding. Feels like Gemini is reinventing everything, reinventing your image, reinventing what work and career should look like. For some of you, it's a brand new career path, a brand new business. And there hasn't been a whole lot of time for those that we love, family, but especially for romantic partners. You need to travel. You need to make time for your partner this month, Gem, okay? Take a little bit of time, even if it's a weekend, even if it's one day, Sunday. Take a day off. Take some time off. Someone needs you, okay? Let's get a little bit more right here. Oh, wow. Okay, first card out is reconciliation. Well, for many of you, it looks like the new, or the newness on the horizon, the new chapter is with somebody from the past. It feels blessed, Gemini. It's good energy. Good energy comes through this. I know we've been talking about reconciliations, maybe not being of the highest good for Gemini in the over the last couple of months. This just feels different. It feels like somebody could be ready to come back. It also feels like you could be ready to take somebody back. We have self-love at the core. You've reinvented yourself. You have established new boundaries that you haven't had before, either with this particular person or just in love in general. There's self-love here. There's self-care I'm getting. For some of you, the travel isn't necessarily with a partner. It's to take care of yourself. And then when you get back, you feel ready to maybe call somebody back in because there's healing that takes place. But I'm not getting intense. I'm not getting any kind of drama. If anything feels like drama to you, Gemini, run. Just run away from it. Not really run away from it. You know what I mean? It will follow you if you run. But cut those cords. Cut those cords from anyone dramatic this month. This is not dramatic energy. This is really chill. It's chill, but it's mentally stimulating. I mean, this person, if someone's trying to come back, they have to win over your mind. Wow, 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 wow. They're going to win you over. They're going to be on your mind 24/7 because they're a soulmate. If you have cut ties with a truly legitimate soulmate, someone that you've been thinking about nonstop, they're going to come back. Someone's going to make a phone call, I'm getting. The reconciliation and the travel around that may have to do with someone traveling to you or you traveling to them. There's definitely travel. And we're still only talking about the first couple of weeks of October. Don't be surprised if this spills into the second half of the month. I don't know. It's pretty big here. For those of you in committed relationships where you will not be entertaining exes or anyone from the past. Wow, let me hold this up. Okay, so we have reconciliation clarified by very soon. For those of you who are not welcoming anybody back from the past, it's like a reconciliation with your current partner because you've been working too much. For some of you, it's your partner who's been working too much. Okay, so you reconnect, you rekindle. But this is happening very soon. I really think for some of you, this will happen over the next 2 weeks. This will actually come full circle. Not just talk of it, not just thoughts of it, but like a true reconciliation over the next 2 weeks. This feels really good if it's what you want. But again, no drama. There can't be drama or anger. That person is not meant to come back. You may have your option of more than one ex. Yeah, this is what I'm getting here. So in every reading, okay, we have self-love. And you have prioritized this, like really prioritize this. I'm getting that you've established new boundaries, okay? By way of self-love. So that's always a beautiful thing. Clarify by it is safe for you to love. This person has to feel safe. Drama to me does not feel safe. That shows up as toxic energy. Anyone showing up with any sort of toxic energy, signs, red flags, this is not the reconciliation we're talking about. It's the person who honors and respects you more because you're committed to self-love. This person makes you feel safe. There is no walking on eggshells, and I'm channeling that message. I'm channeling that message specifically for you, Gemini. There is no walking on eggshells. So if you feel like someone's trying to come back, but then you're walking on eggshells with them, or you have in the past, that message isn't for you. The reconciliation is not of the highest good. But it feels like this is a majority message, okay? It does feel like Gemini might be entertaining, but they have to win you over, okay? If you're not thinking about this person 24/7, wow. This is just so good. You know that person. You stay up at night. You're daydreaming about them. There's still love intact. Gemini, I don't even feel like you're going to resist this. I was not about Gemini. When reconciliation came up last month, I was like, no, Gemini. The energy around it is just, it's just not good. Don't do it. Don't go there unless you want to have an experience that is none of your highest good. Then go there. But this is just different. Something shifted. There's something new on the horizon. You're going to have a new experience with your soulmate. Look at this. Clarify. By this, this is someone who speaks to your inner child. This is somebody who loves your inner child. This is somebody who loves their inner child. It feels like you've done work, but your partner has also done work. That inner child work. This is big. This person is big. This love is big. I'm also getting that children are involved. If you separated from your children's parent, yeah, I'm definitely seeing some reconciliations there. What else am I getting with children? Okay, Gemini, this will only apply to a few of you. This does not feel like a majority message, but it comes through strong for some of you. If you don't already have children, well, you may be getting back together because you found out that you're pregnant, but it doesn't feel like that would be the only reason. That's just the catalyst to like, all right, we need to speak. We need to discuss this. Very, 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 very few of you, though. It's like a very small percentage. But the bigger message coming in with this around having children with a partner is that you want that. You recognize that the soulmate is somebody who would make a really great parent with you. And for some of you, Gemini, this is the only person you've ever really thought about that seriously with. That person's going to come back. Don't be surprised if you are talking about children and family. It just feels like a big theme. But it's so good. Look at this, crowning your reading. Religious ties, spiritual ties. This is going to go hand in hand with that soulmate energy and that soulmate connection. It feels like a high level soulmate. This doesn't just feel like a fleeting soulmate here, okay? Bottom of the deck, I think you've already done this. Forgiving and learning. If somebody's going to come back, you have to forgive. You also have to learn from the experiences so that you guys aren't repeating karmic patterns. If you've done this and it feels like you've been really focused on this the last couple of months, you will have a successful reconciliation. So for those of you that are not entertaining exes, but you're in committed relationships and it does look like you guys have maybe had a challenging couple of months. You may have needed some space from a partner. You guys will come back together. Whether it was because of work, you've taken space. Feels like some Geminis were maybe feeling a little smothered and getting a little anxious because somebody wasn't respecting boundaries for whatever reason. You guys are going to come back together. That just feels healed. For those of you who are single, well, first of all, if you're single and you do not want a reconciliation with an ex, that doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to try. So do expect somebody to try to come back pretty soon. If you are not feeling it, it's the new partner on the horizon who is the soulmate, someone who's going to get you thinking about family and children, someone who's connecting to your inner child. There's just depth here. But this is also like Gemini energy. That fun, childish energy, that silliness, that playfulness with your soulmate. You want that. Geminis want that. It's someone who appeals to that side of you. There's depth. But there's also that like childish factor of that fun, that carefree. Probably somebody you would have fun traveling with. That comes through big here for you, Gemini. For those of you in committed relationships, there's a recommitment here to something involving children. I really think some of you are just getting back together. Families, the whole family's coming back together because you have children, but it's so good for all of you. It doesn't feel like you're staying together just because you have kids, but it's certainly a reason why, a big catalyst behind the forgiving and learning and dealing with old patterns and karmas. Something's healed here. This is good. This is really, really good. It feels like a breath of fresh air for you guys. For sure. Something's happening like quick. This is happening really quickly. Don't be surprised. Just prepare yourself. Don't be reactive. Okay, so the only note of caution I have here. Don't be reactive. Even if you want somebody to come back, let them work for it a little bit. They don't have to like call you. You have one conversation and then you recommit to each other. Go out. See where their energy's at. Feel out where their mind's at. Have they done enough work? Have they done enough work? Or is there still drama there? Is there something that isn't safe? Okay, someone making you walk on eggshells. That's not someone you want to jump back into a relationship with. Okay, so take your time. But it does feel like many of you are going to get back together and you're going to spend a couple of hours having a conversation about things. It's just going to happen naturally. You're just going to want to be in each other's space. The forgiveness comes so much easier now because you've had space from one another, but it's new. So enjoy this, Gemini. If you feel like you need more clarity, reach out to me for a private reading. I'm also available for healing sessions. As of right now, we're still in September as of recording this. Most of my availability, especially for the first half of the month, is already booked up. Things just got super intense and like I'm so blessed and so grateful for it, but over the last month or so things have just like picked up like crazy, and so I will probably only be available for emergency readings and emergency healing sessions at this time. But what I will do for you guys, I will start a wait list. So if someone cancels last minute or has to reschedule last minute, I'll be able to get some of you into those general slots that way too.